Succession planning. 1. What is succession planning? 2. Reasons for succession planning. 3. Guidelines for effective succession planning. 4. Replacement vs succession. 5. Traditional vs future. 6. Develop and implement succession strategies. 7. Succession planning process. 8. Phases of succession planning. What is succession planning? A deliberate and systematic effort by an organization to ensure leadership continuity in key positions, retain and develop intellectual and knowledge capital for the future, and encourage individual advancement. We can say succession planning is the process of training and preparing employees in an organization so that there will always be someone to replace an employee who leaves. Or in other words, the continual business of monitoring and developing internal talent to assure that employees have the knowledge, skills and abilities necessary to succeed in future leadership roles. Meaning, an organization's defined program systemized to ensure leadership continuity for all key positions by developing activities that build personnel talent from within. Present talent equals future talent. Succession planning is not a one-time event, decided by an individual, used solely for individual career advancement opportunities, reacting only when a position becomes open, line managers relying solely on their own knowledge/comfort with candidates. Succession decisions often are based on gut reactions. These decisions may feel good, but may be fatal for the company. Reasons for succession planning. Identifying highly talented individuals. Promoting employee development. Refining corporate planning. Establishing the talent pool. It ensures that the proper employees are recruited and/or developed to fill each key role, and that we operate effectively when individuals occupying critical positions depart. It may also be used for managerial positions or unique or hard-to-fill roles and align bench strength for replacing critical positions. Guidelines for effective succession planning. Customized to suit the needs of the organization. Driven by the line function and not executive function. Develop key candidates, in anticipation of future openings. Training and development. Take into account the culture of the organization, consistent with the future strategic direction of the company. To create a system for succession planning that meets the needs of the organization and provides career growth opportunities for individuals based on their readiness, talent, and skills. Succession planning also helps to ensure the long-term success of the organization, to identify key leadership competency behaviors, skills, and knowledge needed to prepare high potentials for future key leadership roles. This table represents the comparison between replacement vs succession. Succession planning is a proactive approach in developing a talent pipeline of potential future leaders. By identifying and developing potential successors, organizations can ensure a smooth transition of leadership when the time comes. This table represents the comparison between traditional vs future. Develop succession strategies. Identifying recruitment strategies. Recruitment and relocation bonuses. Special programs. Identifying retention strategies. Retention bonuses. Quality of work-life programs. Identifying development/learning strategies. Planned job assignments. Formal development. Coaching and mentoring. Assessment and feedback. Action learning projects. Implement succession strategies. Implementing recruitment and retention strategies. Implementing development/learning strategies. Communication planning. Determining and applying measures of success. Develop potential leaders, involves providing training and development opportunities to ensure that the individual is prepared to take on a leadership role. This can include providing mentorship, coaching, and other forms of support. It is also important to provide feedback and support to the potential leaders to ensure that they are developing the skills and knowledge necessary to be successful in their role. This will ensure that the individual is prepared to take on the role of a leader when the time comes. Linking succession planning to HR processes. O. Performance management. O. Compensation. O. Recognition. O. Recruitment and retention. O. Workforce planning. Implementing strategies for maintaining senior level commitment. Implementing a succession strategy is to identify potential leaders. This involves assessing the skills and experience of current employees and identifying individuals who have the potential to lead the organization in the future. It is important to consider the organization's goals and objectives when identifying potential leaders. It is also important to consider the individual's personal goals and objectives when identifying potential leaders. It is important to ensure that the individual is motivated and willing to take on the role of a leader. This will ensure that the individual is committed to the organization and its goals and objectives. Succession planning is the process of identifying and developing internal candidates for key leadership positions within an organization. It is an important process for organizations to ensure that their future leaders are prepared to take on the roles and responsibilities that come with those positions. Succession planning provides organizations with a number of benefits, including improved organizational performance and continuity, increased employee engagement and motivation, and improved organizational culture. It also helps to ensure that the organization has the best possible people in leadership positions, which is critical for long-term success. It also helps to reduce the risk of disruption when key personnel leave the organization. Steps in the process. Phase 1. Identify key/critical positions. Phase 2. Conduct position analysis. Phase 3. Develop succession plan. Phase 4. Monitor, evaluate, revise. Phase 1. Identify key/critical positions. Key contributor. Specialized leadership. Geographic. Vacancy. Key contributor, in achieving the organization's mission or would hinder vital functions. Specialized leadership, the position requires specialized or unique expertise. Geographic, the position is the only one of its kind in a particular location. Vacancy, position will be vacant due to retirement/advancement in the organization/lateral moves. Phase 2. Conduct position analysis. What are the external and internal factors affecting this position? What competencies or skill sets will be required? What are the gaps? What strategies will be used to address the gaps? Phase 3. Develop succession plan. Reviews of the individual positions and high turnover job classes are rolled into one document and gaps and strategies are formulated at an organizational or unit level. This phase is the culmination of phases 1 and 2. The strategies to overcome the gaps are outlined to include target completion dates, responsible parties, and required resources. Phase 4. Monitor, evaluate, revise. Select evaluation period typically reviewed annually. Be prepared to respond rapidly to unforeseen changes to the plan. Status/progress updates should be monitored via the succession planning template and EPAs. Thank you so much for your attention.